What's up, everyone? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Aosoth, entitled For, An Arrow in Heart. This is released on Agonia Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Paris, France, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be straight up, pure, raw black metal. No black metal subgenre to be talked about here. This is straight up evil black metal as it gets. And over the last couple of years, this has been a band that has dedicated themselves to making some incredibly epic compositions and delivering some very memorable music. Most notably for me, this band's last two full lengths, Ashes of Angels and 3, Violence and Variation. 3 was just jaw-dropping. The amount of attention to detail in the music, the vocals, the lyrics, everything. That album was the total package, and definitely a complete joy to listen to. Just so much to sink your teeth into with that album. And a couple of years later now, we have the 4th full-length from the Aosoth camp, entitled For, An Arrow in Heart. It's 7 tracks, and it clocks in at around 56 minutes in length. And after listening to a lot of different black metal styles in 2013, I'd have to safely say that this, for me right now, is the best black metal album I've heard in 2013 by far. I've been listening to this album a lot lately, and the more I listen to it, the more enthralled I am in it, the more I appreciate the musical genius that goes on with this record. There's just a lot going on with this album, and definitely if you are a fan of black metal, if you are a fan of Aosoth, or even the vocalist's main band, Antias, you have a lot to enjoy with this new Aosoth record. It is amazing. The guitar riffs on here tell so much wonderful stories. Just the way everything is played, structured, and mapped out, it just sounds amazing. The guitar riffs that you hear on the opening title track are just amazing. Everything seems calm and subdued, but then you get to more crazier high-end riffs, nice tremolos, the leads sound great. There's just a lot of great attention to detail as far as the guitar is concerned, and it's like that throughout this entire record, most notably the first couple of tracks. This song, One with the Prince with 1,000 Enemies, and Under the Nails and Fingertips. Just the chaotic structuring that goes on with the guitar riffs is just fantastic. I love that kind of style. The riffs go from calm and subdued to 1 minute to just straight out frightening in the next. It is awesome, and I love that. The bass tone here sounds incredible. I really think this is a really nice bass tone. You can hear it very nice and clear, very audible, very well produced and mixed. I think on the closing track of this record, Ritual Marks of Patience, I'm pretty sure I said that wrong, but the last track of this album, you have the bass be very clear and audible, and it definitely blends in perfectly with the guitar work here. I think it's awesome. The drums on this album are another kind of monster. Very, very evidented on blast beats and double bass and just straight out chaos. If there's one word to describe this album, it's chaos. And the drums are something that showcase that very, very well. Very nicely paced. It can be slow at times, but then the speed can pick up, and it's just insanity. The drums on this record are insane, and I love the way that they're played. They sound great. Just so much hard work and craft as far as the drums are concerned. I love that about this record. And even to the 2 interludes that appear on this album, there are 2 broken dialogue interludes. The music on those tracks are definitely heavy. The first one is sort of something softer, leading up to something even more demonic and crazy, that being the second broken dialogue interlude. I think it's awesome, and I think it's a definite plus for this album's story being told. And vocal-wise, as I said before, the guy who sings for this band is also the frontman for the band Antias. That band is one of the most frightening, raw, evil black metal bands I've ever heard. And this guy's vocals are just insane. He has such a raw, evil voice to spew out his lyrics and his words, and he does that in such a frightening fashion. I mean, you can literally hear the pain in his voice, just the way he delivers his growling and his screams. It's just fantastic. This guy is probably one of the best frontmen in the French black metal scene, and maybe for black metal as a whole. I really enjoy this guy's vocal style. It is phenomenal. His lyrics, his vocals, it is all there. And he delivers another masterpiece, in my opinion, with this album. So overall, this is by far my favorite black metal album of 2013 thus far. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be other great black metal albums to come out this year, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the one for me. This is my favorite black metal album of this year, and who knows, this may end up being album of the year for me. I don't know. This year hasn't even finished yet, but already I've come across something amazing. So if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I definitely would have to say the title track. Definitely listen to the full song. I know there is a edited version that the label released on YouTube, but definitely listen to the entire 10-minute song. It's worth it. One with the Prince with 1,000 Enemies. Yeah, the final closing track, almost 15 minutes in length. It's amazing. So yeah, definitely support this awesome black metal band. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Agonia Records bandcamp page where you can stream this album, hear it for yourself, be your own judge. You can also have the option to buy it digitally. You can also buy it from their web store. Also, Metalhit.com is currently selling this album both digitally and physically. I'm going to leave you a link to that too. If you happen to live in the US or wherever, you can buy it both digitally and physically. It's available in a digipack format. Also, it is on vinyl as well. You can get from the Agonia web store, black or blue vinyls. Get it however you're able to. This is sensational black metal. So again, the album is For an Arrow in Heart by Aosoth. This is released on Agonia Records. This is mandatory purchasing in my opinion. And as far as the score is concerned, I'm going to give this the highest score I can possibly give, and that is a perfect 10 out of 10. Great, great French black metal. Support Aosoth, and I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armijo out.